Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful one-act plays ever written, J.M. Synge's Riders to the Sea. And let me tell you, it's a story that asks a really tough question about our place in the world, especially when we're up against the raw power of nature.
So just think about that for a second. What if the very thing that gives you everything you need to survive is also the very thing that's trying to destroy you? That's the heartbreaking reality at the core of this play. For this one family on the coast of Ireland, the sea is their livelihood, but it also relentlessly takes away every single person they love.
Right from the very beginning, you can just feel the crushing weight of this world. The family matriarch, Moria, says this to her daughter. And she's not saying don't be sad. No, it's about this deep, weary kind of strength. In a place like this, grief is so constant, it becomes this quiet, everyday thing you just have to carry.
So let's set the scene. We begin inside a small cottage, a house that's really just defined by waiting. It's a place where that constant sound of the waves outside is a permanent reminder of everything the sea gives and everything it takes back.
We're on the Aran Islands, way off the west coast of Ireland. It's a place that's stark and isolated and just brutally beautiful. And you have to understand here, the sea isn't just a part of life. It is life. It's their road, it's their farm, and yeah, all too often, it's their graveyard.
And for Maria's family, the sea's toll has been, well, it's been staggering. Before the play even starts, she has already lost her husband, her father-in-law, and four of her 6 sons to the waves. So this isn't just some backstory, It's like this living, breathing grief that just fills every corner of their home.
Okay, so the immediate tension, the thing that's happening right now, revolves around this bundle. A priest sent it over. It's some clothes they pulled off a drowned man found way up north. And they think they might belong to Michael, the 5th son, who's been missing for more than a week. So the family is just stuck, waiting for a confirmation they absolutely need, and at the same time, completely dread.
So in the middle of all this awful uncertainty, we get the central conflict of the play. And it all comes down to the last surviving son, Bartley, and a fateful decision he's about to make.
See, Bartley is the only man left. The responsibility for taking care of his mother and his sisters, it's all on his shoulders now. He has to get to a horse fair on the mainland. And this isn't about him trying to be a hero or anything. It's literally about survival. They need the money.
And this is where it gets so incredibly tense. On one side, you have Bartley's duty. It's simple, it's practical. The living have to work, the family has to eat. But on the other side, you have Maria's deep, primal fear. It's a feeling born from a whole lifetime of watching the sea swallow up her family. And it's this gut instinct that's telling her something terrible is coming.
You can just hear it in Bartley's words, can't you? He knows it's dangerous. He even asks for God's mercy. But he refuses to be frozen by that fear. For him, the duty he has to his living family is just stronger than his mother's pleas, which feel like they're tied to the dead.
I mean, talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? If Bartley stays, his family could starve. If he goes, he's defying his mother's deepest fears and risking his own neck. What choice does he actually have?
So Bartley leaves, and this is the moment where the play shifts. It goes from this gritty realism into something, more ancient, more terrifying. It's a mother's premonition made real.
Moria actually follows Bartley down to the shore. She wants to give him her blessing, but what she sees, oh man, it freezes her to the bone. She sees Bartley on his horse, the red mare. But riding right behind him on the family's other pony, the gray one, is the ghost of her son, Michael. And in the folklore of these islands, seeing the dead riding with the living, well, that's it. It's an undeniable sign of death. For her, this vision is more real than anything else in the world.
So when she gets back to the cottage, her terror is just absolute. She's not just afraid of what might happen anymore. She is certain of what will happen. For Moria, that vision wasn't a warning. No, it was a confirmation. Bartley is already gone.
From this point on, things happen fast. With this awful, tragic certainty, all that's left is for reality to finally catch up with what Moria already knows.
And then they hear it. A sound starts to drift into the cottage. It's the sound of the village women wailing. The inevitable has arrived.
Inside the cottage, her daughters finally look at that bundle of clothes, and they confirm the worst. Yep, they belong to Michael. Son number 5 is gone.
And then, almost in the very next breath, men from the village carry in the body of Bartley. The gray pony, the very one Michael's ghost was riding,
knocked him off his horse and straight into the raging surf. The vision came true.
9. Let that sink in for a second. 9. In one lifetime, this one woman has lost 9 men from her family to the sea. Her husband, her father-in-law, and all 6 of her sons. The loss it's total. There's nothing left.
And right here, in the face of this unbelievable tragedy, Moria says something that just hits you. There's no more screaming, no more pleading. All her sons are gone, and with them so is her fear. I mean, what else can the sea possibly take from her? There's nothing left. And in its place is this strange, quiet, empty peace. It's this final, absolute surrender to the way things are.
So Riders to the Sea leaves us with this really powerful question. Is Maria's final feeling just crushing despair? Or is it something else, a kind of peace that's beyond understanding? When the fight is finally over and the absolute worst has happened, what's left of the human spirit? And that right there is a question that sticks with you long, long after the story is over.